Hey there, Alpine. Wednesday, October 28th. What do we got going on? We're going to start off with 200-meter run, and then we have 50 feet. That's one length of the rig. Frankenstein walk. So remember, all that really is arms out straight, keeping your legs straight, kicking one at a time while you walk to stretch those hamstrings. Come back, 50 butt kicks, kind of jogging in place there. And then we have 50 each direction, so 50 feet each direction lateral shuffle. So I'll go one length shuffling to the right and then one length shuffling to the left. Cool. Then we have our wonderful PT specific warm up. I'm going to make this 2 rounds. 10 total wall ball zombie lunges. So we did these last week with these zombie lunges. With that wall ball in between. We want to make sure coaches be very vigilant of this because this is the actual point of the workout. And athletes, just so you know, when we are going straight here, the wall ball isn't sitting on top of the forearms. We're having our elbows in the middle of the wall ball, squeezing the wall ball. So the wall ball isn't resting on top, we're squeezing to keep it from falling down to the ground. Then 10 drag rope single unders. Then we have 10 each side, a light dumbbell or kettlebell single arm American swing. All right, so American means we're going all the way to the top. It can be a dumbbell, it can be a kettlebell, either or. Just keep it light, making sure we're doing good core to extremity with sound hip function of extend the hips. And then we gotta start pulling the arms and coming up to the top. This is getting us ready for our double presses. And then to get us even more, we have 6 plank feet tucks. You'll see in this video that I have linked here, when her feet are going from that plank position to placed back up, she's on her toes. I'm not a fan of that. We want to make sure we are flat-footed here. So this is basically, we can also another version of this. This is a half burpee, or we could call this like a third of a burpee too. But all it is, whereas we're in that plank position, and then I want you to bring your feet to your hands, not stand up at all, keep your hands on the ground, and then back down to that plank position. Just going up and down, really focusing on to get our feet to where our hands were, or are. Squeeze the abs. It's an abdominal crunch, a flexing of the spine, as you will. Then we have 6 floor to ceiling jumps to just help with that full range of motion. To get ready for what we got going on, which is Legends Don't Stop. I wonder why I called it Legends Don't Stop. Ooh. But we have 3 4-minute AMRAPs, and you're resting 3 minutes in between each one. And each one is for total wall balls. All right. So 3, 2, 1, go. You need to give me 10 devil presses. All right. It's 10 double dumbbell devil presses. Prescribed weight is 50. So that's 35-pound dumbbell in each hand. Then you're gonna give me 30 drag rope double unders, and the remainder of that time, we are looking at as many wall balls as we can get. So what we got here, we have a full body. We have a whole full body movement that is a burpee, plus a deadlift, plus a double dumbbell snatch. Then we're going into some drag rope double unders to fatigue those shoulders a little bit more, get your heart rate up even more. And then wall balls, nice little full squat with a press in there. With this, we are looking at to have a good minute, maybe minute 15, minute 20 to do, sorry, about a good minute 30 to a good minute 30 to 2 minutes to be doing wall balls each time. So that's a fair amount of wall balls there. Fair amount of wall balls. So just to say that range again, it's going to be anywhere from about a minute 15 to 2 minutes of wall balls each time. The first half of the cycle, which we are in week 6 now of the cycle, can't believe it. We focused on a lot of just squatting pattern movements and just getting really good at that fatigue there, where we're just squatting with monostructural. Now I'm adding full body movements into it, and now that you're even more fatigued, I'm asking you to then have good squatting stamina. And so we are looking at, when you go to those wall balls and say that first round you have 2 minutes left, you're like, wow, that's so much time. I can't possibly do 2 minutes in a row of wall balls. Well, you probably could. It's just that it would mess you up for the last 2 AMRAPs. So we are thinking with this I'm doing an AMRAP minus about 5 on my wall balls, meaning I'm leaving 5 in the tank. Why is that? It makes it so I only have to rest. Maybe I'm resting for like 5 seconds after that. And then I'm going back into it, doing another AMRAP minus 5. So on and so forth until your remaining time is up. Okay, prescribed weight for that wall ball is 20 to 14. That wall ball weight should feel fairly darn light, to be honest. Something where you could confidently do 15 reps or more with that, even under fatigue. Now those devil presses, coaches, be careful. Be careful, but be cognizant of athletes at the position of they just brought their feet up and their hands are still on the dumbbells, to get ready to pick them up off the ground, extend the hips, come up to the top, so that point of picking up off the ground, and then also that descent. Everyone, when you are doing those double dumbbell presses and that last one, do not just drop it from the top, especially in your class. If you're in a class, we don't want it going somewhere and hurting someone, all right? So that last one, control it, or at least drop it from hip level or lower, okay? So with this, double presses, drag rope double unders, weightlifting movement into a monostructural movement, into another weightlifting movement, technically, with those wall balls. I would love to see if someone can complete Karen, which is 150 wall balls. So can someone give me 150 wall balls or more in this workout today for a cumulative total? Hope so. Bye. Signing out.